Hello everyone, welcome to this session where we are going to explore the fundamental processes that shape the materials we often inspect in our field. I am Muthulakshmi, a quality expert with ASNT Level 3 in 10 methods along with APA, PMP and Frosio Level 3 certification. While my primary focus is on ensuring quality through non-destructive means, understanding how materials are made is crucial for knowing what to look for and where defects might occur. Today we will explore the fundamentals of metal forming and conversion process. For professionals in inspection and NDT, understanding how metal shapes are created provides insight into material behavior and potential defect origins. We will learn how raw metals are shaped and converted into usable forms like bars, plates, sheets, and wires, which are the starting point for many industrial and structural applications. Let's get started. The life cycle of steel. In a steel mill involve several key stages. These all are several key stages. These are all separate stages. So starting from the raw material processing to produce finished products used in industries. This iron ore, coke, limestone, recycled steel, these are the raw materials required for steel making. In iron making, we use a blast furnace to produce molten metal. That means molten iron. The furnace is loaded with iron ore, coke, limestone, these raw materials. Hot air melts the ore and coke helps reduce the ore to iron. This produces molten iron at about 1500 degrees Celsius, which is the base for steel production. Next is steel making, which refines molten metal into high quality steel. Basic oxygen furnace and electric arc furnace. First, basic oxygen furnace combines molten metal with scrap steel and injects oxygen to remove carbon. An electric furnace melts mostly scrap steel using high electrical energy. Here we are using electrical energy. The result is liquid steel with controlled property. Here the liquid steel forms. Liquid steel with controlled properties. This liquid steel is then cast into semi-finished shapes, slabs, billets, blooms. The slabs used for plates and sheets. Blooms used for beams and rails. Billets used for bar, rods, wires. This step transforms molten steel into workable forms for rolling and forming. Steel goes through rolling and forming to get its final shape. So we have a two rolling, hot rolling and cold rolling. So hot rolling shapes the steel while it's hot into plates, sheets, beams and rods. Cold rolling may follow to improve surface finish and dimensional accuracy. It may improve surface finish and dimensional accuracy. These steps prepare steel for industrial and structural use. In the finishing stage, steel undergoes heat treatment, pickling, coating or surface finishing. This improves strength, durability, and corrosion resistance, ensuring it meets quality standards. Before shipping, steel is tested for quality and safety. NDT detects internal and surface flaws without damaging the steel. Here we are using NDT for without damaging the steel. In destructive testing, verifies mechanical properties like tensile strength, yield strength, toughness, hardness, and etc. This ensures defect free products for industries like construction, automotive, and shipbuildings. These are finally the steel is shipped to industries for use in bridges, vehicles, pipelines. These are this completes the life cycle of steel in a steel mill. This is the life cycle of steel mill. So here we start the introduction to metal forming and conversion process. As NDT professionals, we regularly inspect the metal components. Knowing how these components are initially formed gives us valuable insight into potential areas of concern for flaws or defects or inconsistencies. Metal forming is nothing but the process of shaping metals through mechanical deformation. Think of it like a giant sculpture for metals using force to change their shape. Conversion processes are how raw metal ingots are turned into useful forms. That means ingot into blooms, billets, bars, these plates, sheets, and wires include all things. These are the starting materials for countless products we rely on every day and often what we are tasked to inspect. So next, from the raw ingot to semi-finished forms. The starting point in metal forming is the ingot. Ingot is the starting point, which is the large cast block of metal. It is then converted into three main semi-finished shapes: bloom, billet, slab. Bloom is the large rectangular section. Blooms are specifically processed further to produce structural shapes used for making structural items like I-beams. Next, billet. Billet, this is a smaller square section. Billets are primarily used for bars and wires. Next, slab. This form is flat and wide. Used for slabs or specifically used for rolling into plate or sheet. This is the billet. This is the bloom. This is also bloom. This is billets. So next, from bloom to structural shapes. Blooms being large rectangular sections are specifically processed to create the robust backbone of many structures. They are further processed to produce various structural shapes. Blooms are maximum processed to produce structural shapes such as I-beams, rails, channels. These are the critical components in constructions, bridges, and railways, all of which require meticulous inspection. From billets to bars and rods. Billets being the smaller square section. Billets mean smaller square sections or rolled into more elongated forms. These rods, bars, these are commonly used in constructions, and this is bars. These are commonly used in construction and machine parts. Think of reinforcement bars in concrete or shafts in machinery. Rods, these are further processed into wires. Wires are fundamental in electrical systems and various manufacturing applications. Final forms from slabs into plates, sheets, strips. Slabs, which are flat and wide. They are rolled down to produce various flat products of different thickness. Plate. This plate refers to a metal piece with thickness greater than 6 mm. Plates are commonly used in shipbuilding and pressure vessels. Their integrity is paramount for safety. Sheets. Sheets have a thickness ranging from 0.2 mm to 6 mm. They are versatile and are widely used in appliances and auto bodies. Strips. This is the thinnest of these platforms with a thickness less than 0.2 mm. Strips are typically used in coils and packaging. The entire metal forming and conversion process can be summarized into a sequence of steps. These steps are casting into ingots or initial large blocks of metal, that is ingot, rolling or forging into semi-finished forms, that means creating blooms, billets and slabs. This further rolling or shaping into finished products, that means producing I-beams, bars, plates, sheets, etc. This systematic process enables efficient manufacturing of structural, mechanical and consumer components. Each step from casting the ingot to final shaping introduces potential areas for defects and discontinuities. Understanding this process helps us to where and how flaws might occur, guiding our NDT inspections to ensure the safety and quality of these critical components. I hope these details helped you to understand these concepts better. We will see the next video. Thank you.